Coach Thompson, coming off of a win over Shaw, just talk about it. Obviously, you guys have been had some games where you've been close before.
Yeah.
What was the difference for you guys pulling it out tonight?
I just thought it was a team effort tonight. We had some guys that came off the bench that did some good things for us and brought us some positive minutes. Again, we still had that turnover plague again, so we had 21 turnovers. But I thought the difference was that we defended tonight. We did a very good job defending. I think they had 9 field goals in the first half, and then the second half we did a really good job as far as with keeping them in front of us. So that was the difference of the game. Obviously, it's been a tough season for us. But one thing I told my guys at the beginning of the before we went out, like I've never questioned their will. Their will to want to compete and have that chance to win. So I'm just happy for them that we're on the other side of the on the right side of the win column, should I say? But it was just a total team effort, but it was a defensive effort for us tonight.
Yeah, talk about that. So your last game was at Fayetteville a little bit over a week ago.
Yeah.
The weather, you had the weekend off, and then the weather kind of changed up on you. So just talk about, what the last week has been like, what you guys have been focusing on, and maybe what you saw heading into the week, into the game that maybe made you feel like, this is the kind of effort you thought you were going to get.
Well, I thought not even just this week going into, but just throughout the whole season, guys have been competing and getting out of it in practice. And I've always stressed to them, we do it in practice. We just have to have carryover in the game. And I thought this time, Stephen, the difference for us was that we just really focus on our defense, man. We spend a lot of time on the defensive side. There's a lot of areas that we need to improve at, but rebounding, we've been pretty sufficient, doing really good in that area. But on the half-court defensive side, that was really one of the challenges that I put on the team to step it up at this time of the year because, that old cliche, defense win championships. That's true, but you still got to be able to put the ball in the hole, but you got to be able to stop your opponent. So I really emphasize on defensive this year.
Yeah, I thought one of the guys, Lance, I thought he had some really big defensive plays in the second half for you guys.
Yes.
He's one of the guys that, was left over for you guys, but he this is really his first year playing in college. Just talk about, his effort tonight and just kind of, what you've seen out of him, as, kind of on both ends.
So Lance is just you're right. This is his first year playing. Lance has been a player that's been, kind of learning, a typical freshman, just kind of learning the ins and outs of everything, had ups and downs. But the one thing I always try to instill in Lance is just confidence. That's his biggest thing. We challenged him we challenged him this weekend. This week here, we challenged him in practice. And I'm glad to see that he responded. But with Lance, it's just been one of those things where he's just continued building his confidence like a lot of our guys. We got a lot of young guys. And so them building their confidence and understanding that, hey, you can play. You are good enough. And if you make a mistake, you have to be able to bounce back. So that's one of Lance's biggest things. But he's been good. I thought he had a good week of practice. And especially us getting on him and everything, he's been really responding.
All right, and then lastly, you guys got to play a game in about 17 hours.
17. I said 24. So
let's see if it starts at 4 o'clock, it's probably about 20 hours now. So, but at any rate, again, you've had some time off. I guess that kind of helps. Mm-hmm. And then you play tonight. Just talk about, going into that game at the Joel. I know you guys played there quite a bit when you were there. Mm-hmm. Getting your team ready for that atmosphere and, try to get on the win streak because you guys are getting ready to head up to Baltimore.
Yeah, it's like I tell the team all the time, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And, this is a perfect opportunity for us to be able to bounce back and get another win in less than 17 hours. So, it's going to be good for us because we get a chance to play in the Coliseum, kind of similar to what's going to be in Baltimore. So kind of gets ready for that atmosphere. But at the end of the day, as long as we come out and defend like we're supposed to, like we did today, and do a better job taking care of the ball, it doesn't matter if we play in the Coliseum or Baltimore, we'll be on the right side of the column.